as we are, and I think I mentioned this last month, is that the acceleration is such in a fast, we get so much stuff going on, so many changes taking place so frequently, and we're accelerating to the point where we're not even seeing where we were consciously even a short period of time, say even a year ago or 5 years ago. A lot of the things that are so simple that we totally look past. And I'm going to give you an example of this, is that many years ago, of course, our species, humans on Earth and everything else, the simple concept of building a boat to float, say, from one island to the next, to gather food and to communicate with other tribes and everything else. When we were in that space, in that time, the boat was our form of transportation. And, how did we come up with the concept of building a boat? How did it become so common knowledge that you had to build and you had to get the resources and the materials together to build a raft that basically would float? And, those kinds of things to us now are extremely simple. They are extremely simple concepts that are not even really thought about, in our daily lives. Oh, that's just a boat. But how did we come up? That takes a level of expansion in consciousness. It's a different level of awareness of how to take care of things. And there are all kinds of other simple concepts regarding how we are continuing to evolve our consciousness to where things even maybe even 150 to 200 years ago, I think I heard this thing not too long ago that people used to actually go and have picnics to watch people being hanged. To us now, those kind of experiences it'd be horrific to see somebody hanged. But back then, it was an attraction of, like, families would take their children to see. And, it's pretty wild. But that was common knowledge back then. That was common situation that used to happen even a couple hundred years ago. To where now it's not even thought about, in our mainstream, more evolved world, that is, unthinkable. And so in your own life, my suggestion is to, when you get caught up in all the different stuffs going on, is just look at the simple concepts of seeing how you have personally expanded your consciousness from simple things from past years in your own life, and not to get caught up in putting too much pressure on yourself regarding, the changes in your consciousness and, your personal transformation and what's going on in the world. Is relate to things back into simple concepts as much as possible, and see how much we are accelerating and how much we are expanding. It's incredible.